Hi everyone. Now we will start the atomic absorption spectroscopy. So previously we have studied, okay, or I have a lights on a what is a atomic spectroscopy or what is a molecular spectroscopy. As in the previous class we have seen, atomic spectroscopy is determination for the elements from a unknown samples. So there are different elements like sodium, calcium, magnesium, nickel, zinc, copper. We can determine these elements from biological samples, environmental samples, or food samples using this atomic spectroscopy. So generally, atomic absorption spectroscopy. Here we will study atomic absorption spectroscopy. So that is also abbreviated as AAS. And so in this class we will study what is the principle of AAS, then theory, and then finally we will know the application of AAS. So what is the objective? So here in a new education policy you should know what is a learning outcome of this unit. So generally when we will learn a principle, theory, or application of this spectroscopy, then this spectroscopy or instrument can be directly applied for the analysis of the elements that can be analyzed in this technique. So in different samples. So in A's, so there are 4 different types of atomic absorption spectroscopy, and their classification is depend upon the atomization, okay, atomization of a element in this instrument, because the different elements that are present in a periodic table having a different properties like volatility. So generally these the elements the classification depends on the volatility and atomization. Okay, so generally we will learn about flame As, graphite furnace As, cold vapor As, and hydride generation As. So before we should know what is a atomic absorption process or what is a atomic emission. When you will give or excite the element, then what are the process that can occur and what parameters we will measure. So generally atomic spectroscopy, the best example is the flame testing of barium or sodium. We know that when we will burn, okay, the salt of barium or salt of sodium, then the color for barium is a greenish color and sodium is a reddish color, and these color are due to the emission, okay, that the particular spectral line or monochromatic line is emitted from this element. So we know that in elements, so the electrons are present in a different orbit, and when we will excite or provide energy in the form of thermal energy or inductively coupled plasma, then the electrons move to excited state. While coming from excited state to ground state, it will emit radiation. So when that time, if we will measure that emitted radiation, so that is a part of a atomic emission spectroscopy, and the amount of light, okay, absorbed by this element is when we measure the absorbed light, then it is a part of atomic absorption spectroscopy. So there are different processes that occur when you will provide a thermal energy or we can say electrical energy to the elements. okay, that present in a sample. So generally we will activate the element that present in a sample. Then after that when it reach to the virtual excited state, it comes to the ground state and emit energy. Another process of emission may be a fluorescence energy. So here, if you will measure a emitted radiation, then it is called atomic emission spectroscopy. When the absorbed light is measured, it is called atomic absorption spectroscopy. And when we will measure the fluorescence radiation, then it is called atomic fluorescence spectroscopy. In the previous class, previous slide, we have seen the process of absorption, emission, and fluorescence. So we have any element, when the electromagnetic radiation when will pass to the element, so it will absorb the light and there is emission of light from the element. So previously we have seen the absorption spectrum of a hydrogen atom. So I think we have seen this one in a 11th class or 12th class and also in the BSc. So this is a absorption spectrum of a hydrogen atom, and dark black color showing the absorption line in this spectrum. Okay, then we can see the emission spectrum of a hydrogen atom. So here we can see the emitted spectral line from the element, and these lines have a very specific spectral wavelength. Okay. Then we know that atomic absorption spectroscopy, because the single wavelength of monochromatic light is absorbed by the element, and